It has to do with inflation being personal.
And while we talk about the story of resilience and discipline, this shift is happening at an interesting time, if you ask me, because we saw food inflation easing to 10.8%. This according to the National Bureau of Statistics, which suggested that consumer caution remains high despite improving macroeconomic indicators. So, why is household spending behavior seeming to lag behind easing inflation?
It
Right.
has to do with inflation being personal. And especially when it has to do with like food. I mean, so one of the things we did also was like basically looking at the outcome of our reports and looking at like the official government report on the MBC side, MBS side rather. And obviously when it has to do with food, right, you know, towards like the average in 2025 was somewhere around like, you know, 24 point something percent on the MBS side. But from what we observed was about like a 23% increase in price. And even though the official government reports will say like, you know, there's some sort of like easing out, and that's where inflation becomes personal because then different people combine different categories of products. While some not necessarily dropping or they're not dropping at the same pace at which the others were dropping. So if you were buying products that were expensive and you suddenly started switching to cheaper items, obviously your inflation value on a personal level will definitely ease out. So what we're seeing is things, not all prices are reducing at the same time, but definitely there's an indication across different categories that prices are easing out on certain areas. But overall, it boils down to the choices that people make on an individual level. And I think that's really the, you know, the benefit of the report that we've done, which is it gives us that behavioral level to what does the top down, you know, data say and what does the bottom up data say actually.